This is your match preview for RB Leipzig versus Liverpool in the Champions League on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock kickoff in over in RB Leipzig. Let me just give you a little rundown of how they've been doing in the league this season.
I was just about to check myself.
4-1, they won at Essen in the Pokal Cup. They won at home to Bochum. They won away at Leverkusen, Doyle.
They haven't lost a game all season.
They won at home to Musselwitz. They drew to Union Berlin. They did lose a game in the Champions League to Atleti very late on. They drew to St. Pauli, who recently came up. They did beat Augsburg 4-0. They lost at home in the Champions League to Juventus. So 2 losses out of 2 in the Champions League. But in the league, they're looking decent. 1-0 win, and then they did just win 2-0 away at Mainz.
They're looking very good,
as
lads.
well. They're looking decent.
They haven't lost a game.
You know, we've pinched players off of them before. This is now a team that Jurgen Klopp has
will be governing
an advisory role over because they're part of the Red Bull group. So he might even be at the game himself on Wednesday night.
That's probably something we should talk about at some point. But yeah, the RB teams literally produce so much talent. If you look at Salzburg, Szoboszlai, Hwang, Haaland, there's a few others. Maybe.
Well, he was at,
no, he was at Leipzig.
Salzburg.
He was at Leipzig.
This is
Kanate was at Leipzig.
Right.
The other 3 lads I'm talking about were at Salzburg.
I hear you.
RB do produce good talent, and that team got literally ransacked. So, if Klopp is going to govern over them 3 teams, he's probably going to have a very good
and Leeds
influence
as well, because they own a stake in Red Bull, so he's got that role at Leeds as well.
Really?
Yeah, mad, proper mad. So the Champions League table looks like this. Weird to even say that. To be honest,
it's horrible.
It's not
actually,
a group stage.
Scatty.
Liverpool currently in 5th. 2 games played, 2 wins, 5 goals scored, 1 conceded. At the top, it's Dortmund, and at number 2, it's Brest. Right?
That's not a bad team to be at 2.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Are you a Brest man?
I usually like 2 of them.
But yeah, Arsenal in 13th, and there's a couple of stats to read out about this Leipzig team, which are RB Leipzig and Liverpool met in the last 16 of the 2021 Champions League, with the Reds winning both home and away 2-0.
Yep.
So we have history with this team, and we've obviously come through it unscathed in the past. Leipzig have won 3 of their first 4 Champions League matches against English teams, but have lost 6 of their last 8. They've also conceded 32 goals in 10 games against English opponents.
32
But
goals.
get on this one, Doyle. Liverpool have won 7 out of 10 Champions League meetings with German opposition, keeping 6 clean sheets along the way. Their 1 defeat. Do you remember it? I'm going to test your knowledge here. The 1
against
defeat
Germans.
in the away leg of the Champions League quarterfinal 2002.
Oh, lad, I ain't getting that.
It was by Leverkusen under Gerard Houllier. It was when Michael Ballack was, one of the best midfielders in the world. I remember the game.
Is that when did they get to the final that year?
I think it was.
And they lost
to the Zidane volley in the final.
Poor fellas.
Yeah.
At least we lost to the finalists.
Well, that was Leverkusen. Yeah.
Which is, do you know what you just said there is actually really nice, because usually when we're facing Italian opposition or Spanish opposition, we have a proper difficult
Not Italians now. We're good against Italians now, but
Isn't
the Spanish
we always have a really tough time.
Portuguese, forget about it.
Yeah, we always smoke them.
We always smoke them.
Forget about it. They just love football too much. They just play attacking football so we can get
them.
Yeah. Goal, bro.
5-1.
Professional
6-1,
football.
4-1, 4-0.
Yeah, out.
Porto hate playing against Liverpool.
We are there. We sun them all the time, man.
100%.
But yeah, I'm happy to hear that about the stats against German opposition, and I do think it's because the German football is quite similar to the English league as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we have better players essentially. But RB Leipzig are no mugs.
No, mate.
At all.
Not.
Like, they're going to give us a game. They could beat us. They could beat Liverpool, lads, without a doubt. So
I don't know about beat Liverpool. I think they could give us a good game. I'll be honest. They can give us a good game, but I think we've got enough to beat them. In the league right now, they're second, behind Bayer Leverkusen, joint first, basically.
Haven't lost a game all
season.
In
front of Leverkusen, just behind Bayern Munich on goal difference. So they haven't lost a game. So we're going there hopeful. The manager, Marco Rose, is going to set up and try and defeat Liverpool. They have lost 2 out of 2 in the Champions League, so they're going to have to. They need it. Atletico and Juventus, 2 tough games.
Champions League seems to be a stumbling block for them at the moment. Right?
But if Liverpool win on Wednesday, if they win their opening 3 games to a campaign, it would be for the 3rd time. We did this in 2020 to 2021, and then 21 in 22. Won the first 7 games.
I don't think that we're great though away in Europe sometimes, to be honest with you, mate. If you look at the one when we won the Champions League, we lost every away game in the group stage. wasn't great. You know, I
Yeah.
think that we've got to be careful when we go away
lost
to
to
these.
Napoli, PSG, Red Star Belgrade. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
You're right. Horrible,
I
really.
think we've got to be careful when we're
But we
very
won it.
confident. We did. We won it. We're very confident, but I think we've got to be very careful when we're going away to these European stages. Essentially, just a different atmosphere. It shocks us sometimes, I think. But when it's at Anfield, different story. Lad.
Yeah.
It's the same when they come to our ground and they struggle against us.
Yeah.
So
Big fan of
just
their
got to be
kits, by the
professional.
way.
I like Leverkusen's kits, me.
I like Leverkusen's kits.
Last season's
Castore.
one with the thing on it.
Yeah.
Not religious in any way, but I just thought it was a cool looking
Yeah.
kit.
Capacity of 47,000 at the Red Bull Arena. The club was only founded 15 years
know,
ago.
lads.
Doyle.
That's a brilliant football club.
I mean,
better
they
than
have
Everton.
found their wings.
They
with
literally
that Red Bull,
Shut up.
sponsorship. Well, they have.
They're
haven't
better
they?
than Everton, lads. You know what I mean? They've
Bro,
only
they've been
existed for
around
15 years.
15 years, and they're already.
What did I tell you, lad? I said
Unbelievable,
their
really.
conglomerate, lad, has produced good talent, lad. I'm not lying to you. Like
Great word, conglomerate.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, nice,
know what I'm
nice.
talking about. Business.
Ralph Hasenhüttl was there as well for them in the Bundesliga. I'm just on their Wikipedia page now.
They're not a bad team, lad.
I like
They're a
them.
good
Ralph
team, and they're going to
Rangnick
give us
was
a
there.
game without a shadow of doubt. That's why I'm saying they could beat us, lads. They can. If on their day they can beat Liverpool, but if we go turning up as a professional team, not an emotional one, I feel like we can tap into that emotional side at Anfield, professional our way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what we need. Keep
That's
your heads,
what we
lads.
need, man. And I think Arne Slot has got abundance of experience to
It's
go into this
beautiful.
one and not get emotional.
We've got the bet. Honestly, this is why I said balanced earlier. I didn't just mean about defense and attack. I literally mean experience, youth, playing styles. You've got like Kanate and you've got Virgil. One's composed, one's aggressive. Like it's honestly, it's so
just
beautifully
perfect at the
balanced,
minute.
lad.
Don't change
The
anything.
substitutes that come on, we've got Gakpo and Diaz, who are arguably as good as each other at the moment, keeping each other out the team, competing. You've got Nunes, who brings a completely
Nunes.
different element to Jota, but they're both just as good as each other in different ways.
Yeah.
The only thing we don't have is a replacement for Salah, but he never gets injured, so we don't really need
Touch
one.
wood, touch
Hopefully,
wood.
yeah, touch wood.
Just a shout out to RB Leipzig because their average season attendance from when they started in 2009, it started off at 2,000 fans average, and now it's at 45,000. So it just shows what you can do with a few quid, obviously.
That's
But
insane.
it shows what you can do in 15 years. Let's get into the lineup prediction, score prediction.
Yeah, man.
Kelleher in goal.
Yeah.
Would you bring in Conor Bradley or Joe Gomez?
No, I wouldn't.
No?
No.
Still keep Trent?
I'd put maybe Gomez on the left back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd keep Trent on there. Trent's too valuable for his chance creations.
Yeah.
I'd take him off in the 60th minute if we're
Kwanzaa,
doing well.
would you give him a run out?
No,
What I don't want to do, though, is when we play a Champions League game, go, right, let's rest up everyone. Let's just move on and bring in
that's what
some...
I'm saying. So
and I agree
it's
with you.
difficult, right, as well. But the difference with this particular Champions League tie is Arsenal on the weekend.
Yeah,
We need a big result
We need
against
them to
Arsenal,
be
so we
fit,
need our
yeah,
best
for sure.
players to be fit.
100%. So,
Ha-
what are you saying then?
Premier League concert, lads,
I'll
yeah.
go Quansah and Virgil.
Yeah.
I know Konate will want to play against his old team, but no
Or maybe,
room
do
for
you know what?
emotion.
Maybe even Gomez, centre
Maybe
back.
Gomez and
Yeah.
Quansah.
Yeah.
And then Tsimikas at left back. Give
Yeah.
Robbo a little break. In the midfield, I'd like to see Endo.
Yeah,
I would like to see Endo because it's a different type of game and one that would suit Endo, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Endo. I'll go with Gravenberch.
I'm going to go
as a
with
double piv.
I'm going to go Curtis. I think he needs to carry on his
In the
great
kit?
form. Yeah, give him Ryan a little bit of a break. Put Dom State there because, as we said, his fitness is exceptional. So keep Dom in number 10 up the top. Definitely start Salah. Got to start Salah.
Yeah.
I think you start Nunes. You do.
Yeah,
you give him a
has
run out.
to.
He's done well
I'd
on
love
that.
him to score. To get his
Same.
confidence up
He
for
deserves it.
Sunday as well.
He deserves it. And then I think you start Diaz.
Start
Gakpo had his
Diaz.
run out, and now
I
it's
like that.
yeah.
I like that score prediction.
We don't win games massively unless they let us. So 2-1 Liverpool again.
They've lost both their games in the Champions League, but late on and by 1 goal. So they're no mugs in this.
They're not allowed at all,
We
no.
can't underestimate them at all. I will go. What did you say?
2-1. Modest.
I'll go 2-1.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's a
predicted
modest
for the
finish.
Chelsea game. And all them Chelsea fans out there that was giving me a bit of stick. Hold that.
The amount
you
of
sausages.
the amount of messages I got before that game that I
'Cause you
didn't
were on
respond
Sport
to.
Bible and
Yeah.
you were-
Yeah, I
and
did
then
not
you were just
respond
giving
to.
it that
And then when
after.
we won, I just sent eyeballs to all these horrible, hateful messages about me being Scouse, by the way. If
Yeah.
you want to insult me, you can insult me football knowledge, yeah? But never insult where I come from and what I look like, lad, because then you're getting it from me as well, lad. If you're brave enough to do that, be brave enough to take it back, lad.
And do it to your face.
Because
no
honestly,
one would
lads,
ever do it to our faces
it's
as well,
scatty,
man.
you know.
You don't want to run into the Kop TV in the dark alleyway. Go at you. Anyway, nice way to finish it off. Gone and beaten Chelsea. First test complete. Obviously, Leipzig is still a big test as well.
Massive
but then
test.
in the Premier League. We go to maybe the biggest test, Arsenal
Definitely.
on Sunday.
100%.
So I'm just on the moon.
Huge week.
Laughing right
Massive
now.
week.
I'm loving it. Big up to Curtis Jones. Big up to everyone that played well yesterday. Big up to the Liverpool fans yesterday, right? They've taken some stick, but that was a proper Anfield.
Got Slot going, lad. Got Slot.
You
See
see
him?
his reaction
Yeah,
when we
lad.
didn't get a few decisions.
Oh, mate, you should have seen me on that stream. I know we're finishing now because we've got to be quick here, but on that stream yesterday, lad, and that last decision for the foul and Nunes, lad, I lost.
I want to end on a good way. I want to end on a good way.
Voice lost it, lads.
No, it's
But anyway, just so you know, yesterday we beat the 1%. We beat the 12th man as well, lad. Yeah, we are. And we beat the Tories, lad. Wonderful.
Brilliant day. Perfect Sunday, to be honest. Right. Leipzig on Wednesday. Do not forget, it's only the Kop TV, right, on Wednesday night, because you've got myself, Doyle, and Scouse GK doing the watch along from the studio. You're going to catch all the raw emotion from that.
Yeah.
And then, if you want, well, you will want to, you'll want to see what Mario's up to in Box Park Liverpool on Wednesday as well. So we've got it all covered for you. So make sure that you're locked in, you're ready, you're loaded for the Kop TV this week. And then obviously, straight after that, we've got all the previews with the AFTV boys. I'm probably assuming that they're not very happy to see me and you this morning.
Probably not.
Let's go and buy some cherries, shall we?
Cherry aid.
Guys, smash that like button, get your comments in. Liverpool, top of the league. Let's go.